Hey, it's me, Unapologetically T, and I'm back with some poems today. I don't know if I'm gonna release all of them because I took a little break and my poems come in three, so they were flowing while I was on break. I did write them down, but I don't know if I'm gonna release them all today, so you probably will have poem content for a little bit that's pre-recorded. Um, this one is called Submission, and it is just basically how my view of submission has evolved over the years. And I hope this helps men and women because I think societal views of submission is like incorrect. And I think submission is actually a beautiful thing. Like, and if you're religious or spiritual, you know you have to submit to something. So, submission is actually a must in relationships. So I'm just gonna get into it because I have spent a minute talking and bear with me because I'm rusty and I'm getting back into it. Submission. Submission is the word that makes some women cringe. However, for me, I deeply yearn for a partner that would take the lead. Honestly, I see how women become scorned from experiences alone. But I would try again and again and again, trying to find my perfect fit. Like fairy tales do exist. They do. For me, I would meet men who couldn't or didn't know how to lead. For instance, my last partner led us straight to hell. But all I ever wanted was heaven. Because I already came from hell. I wanted something new, but he wanted what he knew. For him, submitting meant giving him full control over me. Before I knew it, I became his carbon copy and his permanent maid. I felt like Cinderella pre-fairy godmother. Always devalued to housework and chores that he deemed woman's work. But I was way more than that. I was beauty and brains, very competent to lead and make decisions. Unfortunately for me, it didn't end well. Just left me hurt, broken, stagnant, and distracted from my purpose. Today, after so much growth and healing, I see where I went wrong. Submission wasn't the problem, it was the men I chose. Submission doesn't mean I have to give all of me to someone else. Submission for me means I have to trust someone else. See, I was submitting to men who had never submitted themselves, like didn't even truly know God or even their own purpose. They couldn't lead because they didn't know where they were going. Like, they couldn't even find their way in a well lit room. They didn't trust themselves, so we would always fail. Excuse me, I'm gonna repeat this. Like, they couldn't even find their way in a well lit room. They didn't trust themselves, so we would always fail. Submission for me now means to trust my partner to lead, but it doesn't take anything away from me because we submit to each other. Playing strategically on our strengths and weaknesses, like I pick up slack where you lack, and vice versa. We trust each other to make final decisions, respecting each other's perspectives so we can have the best vantage point. Submission isn't a power struggle. Submission is two adults working together, moving in unison with one another, trusting that both parties consult with God first. I could never submit to another man who hasn't submitted himself to God first. For me, this is less about gender roles or norms like who gonna cook and who gonna clean or who will fix the car, but focusing on greater things like how we will raise the children, how we will align our purpose, how we will execute our missions, or how we would never let nothing come in between us no matter what happens, unless we somehow break our own code of conduct. Submission is beautiful. It allows you to see you and me. It allows you to be you and me to be me, excuse me. It is nothing to do with control or power. It's simple. Like, I can trust you to take the wheel in our times of need. I can trust you to honor our contract without hidden fine print. Like, it is safe to unite forces. Like, I chose you and you chose me because we make great decisions for the team. To submit in Latin root is to let down or lower. So for me, submission is me letting down my castle gate so you may enter me. Excuse me. I got caught up. So you may enter me, not hold authority. I get it though. To submit takes vulnerability, which can open you up to pain. But I've submitted to God this time and trust His signs. I know nothing may enter me that don't match my frequency.